Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes. And right now I'm with Liz Crotty. She's a candidate for Manhattan District Attorney. So let's get to know her a little bit. Liz, tell us about yourself and why are you running for this seat in office?
I'm running because thanks so much, Guy. Nice to meet you. I am a born and raised New Yorker. I'm from here. I grew up in Stuyvesant Town in the 70s and 80s. I understand that crime is real, and I think we need to have public safety. I am the practitioner in this race. I've done close to 4,000 cases on both sides of the courtroom. I've been a defense attorney and I've been a DA. I was a DA from 2000 to 2006. And 13 years ago, I opened up my own law firm. So I think I have a very unique perspective to bring to this race. And I think that's what differentiates me from the rest of the candidates.
Do you see Manhattan right now as going back to something like it was in the 70s and 80s? I didn't live here at the time, but that's what I hear from people.
Well, I do think that we have to, I don't think it's there yet, but I think we have to pay attention. And I think, things are not good. So we have to, there is the pre-pandemic and the post-pandemic and how we come back out of the post-pandemic, and everything is tied. The economy, people coming back is all tied to public safety. And we really need to talk about that in a real meaningful way, because public safety causes tourists to come back, commuters. We've lost 1 million jobs. And for people to get jobs that those commuters and the tourists provide for, I mean, it's all part and parcel of the same thing. And it's all, the cornerstone is public safety, and that the people feel safe when they come to New York.
What's something that you think you'd focus on better than some of your competitors, because this is a competitive seat for Manhattan DA? So what makes you shine in the field?
Well, having the most experience on both sides of the courtroom, really understanding how the criminal justice system rises and falls for each and every individual person who comes into it, and really having a basic, a full base knowledge on 21 years of experience of saying, this is what we can do and this is how we can do it fairly and justly. But I am the only one in this race who is always talking about public safety, and that public safety matters to everybody in every neighborhood, and everybody wants it. It is the cornerstone of New York. And I think that it's the most important thing. And I think I'm the person who can deliver on it.
Now tell us something fun or interesting about yourself that maybe didn't come up on an interview in the past.
I mean, it's so funny because you're on these things so often. So we've really done a wide variety of topics. But I miss going to parties. I miss meeting people. I miss hearing kooky stories. I do still have clients. I'm still working, but the cases are a little bit rote these days. I liked my clients. I liked hearing what happened, and all the different things. And I just like stories. I like people, and I like being out there in the world and interacting in it in a real and meaningful way. And I miss it. So I'm hoping to get back sooner rather than later. It's good, when you're campaigning, because we started petitioning and you go out and you meet people. And that's, I think, the best part of being a candidate.
I know, because that's typically how candidates were, right? Before the virus, you were out and about doing all these events. And the purpose of this, Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes on Politics NY with Sky, is to really get a flavor for who the candidates are in these short little snippets. So thank you, Liz. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being part of it. And again, I'm Sky with Politics NY.